Okay, I have a prediction card right here, and before we look at it, I just want to put it right here. You want to stand it up a little. And okay, right here. All right. Okay, as you can see over here, I have deck of playing cards. They're all mixed up, and all I'm going to do is just refold the deck of playing cards. Okay, very quickly. And you can look at any card except the bottom one. Okay, so here it is. You see one? If not, then watch the video again in higher quality. So which one was your card? If you said a 6 of diamonds, then that was my prediction. Okay, so as you can see in this effect, I have a translucent card, which you can see the 9 of spades from this from the back, but in the front you can see the 6 of diamonds, but you don't see the 6 of diamonds because the back is red and the front is red. Okay, in the front you can see the other card in between. It is quite simple to make one of these. I actually have other ones. I made the 3 of diamonds, well, in this case the ace of spades in the middle. I tried the ace of spades because I really thought it was more visual or more easy to see. The problem is the ace of spades, it has letters and there is no inverse letters when they can read the words, any words. You don't see that pretty clear because it's not the same thing as watching this in person. But if you have a really stronger light source from the back, you can even see the letters. And the 3 of diamonds, it camouflage really well against the back, red color as well. The problem with the B, for some reason, these cards, let me see, you can see the 6 of hearts, which is the front one, and inside is the 5 of spades. There is not really a good red color matching from the 6 of hearts to the back, from the face to the back, and I don't recommend to make this gimme card using B ones. Okay, this is way easier to see the face and the middle card. And the best results when I was trying to make this, even if this is red and the back is red, and if it's the same reddish color, it's still with a really close up, you still can see maybe the 6 right here. Okay, and which this is the main issue. It doesn't matter, you can see the 9 over here, because in this effect you really want to use 2 different cards as much as possible in color and number. So probably the 6 of diamonds, as you can see, it conceals better between the shape of the spades, the 9 of spades, and it's going to help better to camouflage through this red back source because of the numbers and the location of the shapes, which in this case, for example, the 3 of diamonds, you still can see the diamond shape somehow in person much better through, because there is nothing covering or camouflaging the excessive view. So my recommendation is try to use something that is busy enough inside but it's easy to visualize. It's not good to use a picture card because you want to keep an easy visualization in the card. For the one is inside and for the one is outside. Now the way to make these ones is by using the 3 pieces of paper. Make sure it's paper because the playing cards, it has paper in the front and paper in the back, and in the middle it uses cardboard, and the problem with the cardboard is really thick, so you want to use something that is really translucent and something really thin. Okay, so over here I only use the papers, And you have to be really careful when working with papers, because you don't want to create a lot of wrinkles, and you want to keep it even. Now, to peel off the paper of any playing card, I already have another video, which go to this video footnote, and you'll find it in the first link. Okay, in the link number 2, I'm gonna show you again the force that I use in this video performance. In case you can use any other force if you want. You don't have to use the same force. But in case you are wondering the force that I use, go to the link number 2. And as you can see also in the performance, I put the card covering this pip in the corner of this box. And I try to keep a nice decent distance from the lamp to the playing card. And you know, the way to prepare this is because I actually use the 3 pieces of paper. Now always the red color goes outside, the dark one in the middle, but make sure you restore the shape. Okay, really careful, you don't want to create any wrinkles on the card. One time from each side, that's going to be enough. For the 6 of diamonds and the 9 of spades, and I glue them together. And the way I actually glue this together is by using a stick glue. The stick glue it helped me to keep them nice and dry, so they don't get wet. I try to put the 2 faces together, back to back. This is the way I create them and restore the shape. But again, go to this video footnote to see how peel off the paper. And in this case, I was able to get off the paper from the thin piece of cardboard in the middle from a single card. Now when you apply the stick glue in the card, make sure you go in one direction, half of it, and then the other half. Again, one single direction. And since it is really thin and it's just the paper, it's gonna fold itself, but it doesn't really matter. And repeat the same process for 3 pieces of paper, which is the 2 faces and the back. Now as you can see over here, I'm trying to align the corners first. Now once you already align one side of the card, you can go ahead and stick everything together. Now in the paper, which is the back of the playing card, it goes right over the 9 of spades in this case. Align it very carefully, and as you can see so far, since it is just paper, there is no cardboard support in the middle, so there is a few wrinkles. So as you can see, it is not a big deal yet, because we still can restore the wrinkles. And the way to do this, there are several ways you can do it, as I explained also in the video tutorial on the gimme cards. But in my case, what I do is I put it in the middle of the deck of playing cards, and since I already have this tool to keep the cards straight, I'm gonna take advantage and I'm gonna use it to apply a decent pressure on the deck of playing cards. And you can leave it like that for overnight, or at least 2 hours. Okay. After 2 hours, the card is completely straight. There is no wrinkles, and it's actually quite firm. It is not that loose as it was. You don't apply a lot of excessive pressure so you don't damage the tube. Right here you can see both sides, and you can see here how the card is translucent, and you only see the dark one in the middle. And it's better not to light up this corner, which is the 6 of diamonds. From this perspective, it's better to concentrate the light more towards this corner over here. Okay, and as you can see in the performance as well, I was struggling a little bit, to fix this card, just to fix it, and it helped me as an excuse to so my fingers go through the light and they can see it is actually a legit card, so it's not they don't think it is a fake one. And there are actually so many endless stuff you can do with this principle. It's not just limited to one single performance. You can do so many things to this. You can pretend that six of diamonds you have over here, it vanishes, and then it becomes the nine of spades, and that becomes the six of diamonds. Any, transportation. So many things you can do with this principle.